The road got eroded to the point that we cannot go through. So we are trying to find a bypass going into the river over here. So far it doesn't look like I scraped bumpers, but I scraped the hitch.
This is Overlanding the Owyhee Canyonlands. We are heading out from Owyhee Lake and heading straight into the massive, towering rock structures of Saline Canyon and Leslie Gulch. A landscape so sharp it looks completely unreal. From there, the terrain breaks wide open into Moss Gulch before hitting a hard stop on Carter Creek Road, where a severe washout forces a blind river pass. We will hunt down fuel in the remote town of Jordan Valley, then race an incoming storm system across Cow Lake. Owyhee Canyonland is a massive landscape where you either figure a way out or you turn around. We are not turning around.
I have embedded GPS coordinates and trail names throughout the video for anyone looking to map this out. Okay, this is Owyhee Canyonland overlanding trip, and we are now leaving the Owyhee Lake campground. I usually try not to stay in campground, but this one was nice, and look at the scenery. It's impossible to have any bad feeling when you see this scenery. So we came on this road yesterday. This is a back and forth road, and now we are getting out. But look at these rock structures or rocks on the sides. It's really amazing. The scenery here in this whole area is 100% win-win. We didn't pass even 1 foot of not being in awe of the scenery and the landscape here. But anyway, today we're going to continue. We're going to explore a bunch of other things, other trails, other points of interest, and we'll have some fun. So this whole area here is called Owyhee Canyonland, but this particular canyon or gulch is called Saline Gulch or Saline Canyon. But I don't know why they give places such weird names. Owyhee, I can't even pronounce it. Why wouldn't they call it John's Canyonland? Much easier to say. Saline is easy to say, but Owyhee, I'm probably not even pronouncing it close to right. But anyway, it's a Owyhee, something like that. But other than that, look at this freaking scenery. Look at these canyon walls. I don't know if it's a canyon. It's probably not a canyon, but look at those mountain walls. It's really, really nice. Really kind of majestic of sort. Really enjoyable driving here. And again, the camera probably shows some of this might, but you have to be here. You have to see it in real life in order to really get the impression of how it is and how it feels. It's really nice. But anyway, we'll be on this road for maybe a couple of miles, and the whole road is like this. This crazy rocks and mountains, and at one point later on, the rocks are really like a canyon, like you feel like you drive in the Grand Canyon or something. So I just stopped for a second to take some photos of the truck in the backdrop of those rocks, and I'm looking at the pictures and it looks fake. It looks like it's AI generated. It's so freaking amazing looking that it doesn't look real. It's unbelievable. Look at this. A little more of these amazing rocks and cliffs and mountains. This is really, I don't know if this kind of scenery exists anywhere else in the United States. If you know of any place, just tell me in the comments, and I'm most likely going to go and visit it. So I've been in the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is highly impressive, but it's different. Here it's much greener, and you can actually drive on the bottom. Even though on the Grand Canyon you can drive on the bottom, but it's still not the same as here. So if you know of other places in the United States that have similar type of scenery as this Owyhee Canyonland in Oregon and Idaho kind of mixture, let me know. It's going to be interesting to explore that area. We got out of Leslie Gulch and now we are going toward Moss Gulch. If you see how different the scenery is here, it's still beautiful views, but much more open and much more hilly. Not a lot of vegetation, well, a lot of vegetation, but short vegetation like shrubs and bushes versus trees. It's beautiful because it's still morning and you see the sun kind of behind the ridge over there, so it creates a nice effect. But you know, you can see, I can see miles and miles in that direction, which I couldn't when we were in Leslie Gulch. But anyway, we're gonna go toward Moss Gulch, and then at one point we're gonna make a right from this main gravel road and get into the boonies again and get on smaller trails, and should be fun. Again, everywhere in this area is nice. There's no one trail or one spot that is boring. There's always something to see here. Okay, we just got off the main gravel road. You can see it there on the left, and we are going on this little trail here that will take us through the mountains. Now, as you can see, it does not look like this trail is used too much, or maybe at all, but we will see. That's what exploration is all about. Going, testing, discovering, and of course enjoying. See, I just gave you the meaning of life, basically. You should be happy that you found this video. You should save it, mark it, subscribe to the channel, of course, and start to live by these rules. We stumbled on this quarry of some sort with this white rock substance. It's kind of cool. It's wet. The ground is wet, and it's hard to see because usually in places like this the top looks dry. You get in, and then within 2 inches of mud you sink down. So we have to be careful. So we are now on Carter Creek Road, and we are navigating between private properties to find our way through the trail. There was a private properties on both sides, and it looks like there are gates that are open. I'm just gonna go move this away just in case I don't want to get a flat tire. So we hit a snag. The road got eroded to the point that we cannot go through. So we are trying to find a bypass going into the river over here, and finding our way back to the original trail, back to some parts that are not eroded. So, you know, just have to go nice and slow, not to scrape anything. My hitch, I have a hitch in the back, so that would probably scrape, which is, I don't care about that. But anyway, I'm gonna go through here and hope not to get a flat tire, and hope to be able to make it on the other side, which again, in all likelihood it should be just fine. There's another little stream here to pass, and the beast is prevailing so far. I don't want to jinx it. And there's another little stream up ahead, and then we'll be able to connect to kind of the main trail. Just have to go slow. Anyway, should be okay. From up here, the sheer scale of Owyhee Canyonlands shifts.
The terrain is completely green right now. We killed the engines, grabbed something to eat, and just sat with the view. This is the real draw of overlanding. It's the raw appreciations of being entirely self-contained, hundreds of miles from the nearest highway, looking at landscape few people ever see.
We continued on a trail and we hit a gate that could be open, but there was a no trespass sign on the gate pole. So we figured, it's not worth risking it and getting in trouble with the locals. So we just made a U-turn, even though we could open the gate. But being a good citizens, or good citizens, we decided to just make a U-turn. So we're making a U-turn now, and we're going to another trail that take us toward the main unpaved road. But between that and the unpaved road, we will try to improvise, get some other kind of smaller trails to go and explore a bit more. But so far it's about 11 p.m. We need to go get gas today, so we are going in the direction of civilization, but not quite into civilization. So we got onto this trail, which supposedly takes us all the way to the main gravel road. But this is so nice. I mean, if this was July, August, it'll be as boring as hell because everything will be yellow and boring. But now everything is green. We had a couple of water crossings, crossing little creeks, and it's excuse me, and it's really nice. I mean, I can drive on something like this the whole day and I will enjoy it. It's easy. Sometimes you engage four-wheel drive because of mud, but other than that, it's easy, nice, open. You can see from miles ahead. Very cool. And of course the weather, look at the sky. Nothing. Blue sky with a couple of little things. But so far so good. This day is going well so far. So we got off the side trails on the main road, and then now we are on another side trail that so far seems fun. We did a couple of water crossing. There's another small water crossing. The water though is not the issue. The issue is the angle, because many of them are kind of a rough or steep or sharp angle or whatever the terminology is. And so far it doesn't look like I scraped bumpers, but I scraped the hitch, which I don't care about the hitch. But anyway, you can see how steep it is on the other side, and the moment my front wheel touched that incline, the back of the truck is scraping something. But that's part of the fun, and we are having fun. Oh, wow. Yeah, so this, I mean, you can see on the trail, it's completely green, so nobody's using this trail. We are like Columbus, that's it. I consider myself on the same level as Columbus. Look at this. We are discovering new grounds, new lands. All right, I figured out what is this kind of scenery and landscape reminding me. I feel like Laura Ingalls from Little House in the Prairie. For those of you who have a little bit of white hair, probably know what I'm talking about. Those of you who were just born yesterday or in the 90s probably have no clue what I'm saying. But, it's a good show. Okay, we're gonna have a little fun climbing up this hill here. Four-wheel drive will probably be prudent. And it's not that steep, just a little fun. Let's see. It's nothing. Fixed 16 degrees. No big deal. 17 degrees, okay. Yeah. This beast eats it like nothing. Alright, so we were driving on top of this ridge here, and now we are heading down the hill toward Jordan. I think it's Jordan in Oregon, not Idaho. And we're gonna go there. The guys with the baby gas tanks would fuel. I still have half a tank, but I'll fuel as well. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll find a place to get lunch, maybe a burger or a steak or a diner or something like that, and then decide what we want to do, because it's supposed to rain tonight and all tomorrow and tomorrow night. So the plan is either stay in a motel somewhere, let the rain go, or maybe camp somewhere that is not muddy but still camp in the trucks. My concern is not being in a tent, in a rooftop tent in the rain. My concern is the setup and tear down. If I have to tear down in the morning, it takes me about half an hour. I don't want to do that in a pouring rain. I'm going to get soaked, all my stuff going to get soaked, my diesel heater going to get soaked. So anyway, we'll see. We'll go, we'll fuel, we'll maybe resupply a little bit if anybody needs anything, and then decide what to do. So we got ourselves out of the boonies, went to get some gas and ate some burger, some local burger over there in Jordan Valley. Jordan Valley, there's nothing there. There's 2.5 houses. There's one place to eat, which is a kind of a trailer burger joint. There's one motel and one ice cream place and a gas station. But anyway, we figured, okay, let's see what campgrounds are in the area, because it's about to rain for the next day. So we don't want to be in the boonies with mud and such. So we are now going to Cow Lake Campground, which is a few miles away from the main road. You see I'm driving on the gravel road now. We'll go check it out, see how it is. We already know how Antelope something campground is, because we camped there on Sunday night. But we'll see. What most likely will happen is that we will stay at the campground. It's gonna rain all night and all day tomorrow, and we'll just hang out, maybe be in a tent, maybe if the rain has breaks during the day, maybe we'll go explore stuff. But the next day will be kind of sketchy, and then on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna have fun. So we came to this Cow Lake Campground. It's really, really nice here. Very spacious, lots of places to camp, with trailer, no trailer, nice and flat. The only problem is we're expecting a rainstorm, and that's why we're camping for the night in a campground. And they said it's going to be very windy, which means in this open campground to have high gust winds or high gusts will be very bad. Will be, especially with the rooftop tent open for a day. In addition, to get in here, there's some trails that look like they're going to be very muddy if it's raining. So we're gonna play around in the area, explore a little bit, and then go to Antelope something campground, the one that we camped on Sunday. There it seems first of all it's much closer to the main road if we need to go gas or whatever, or get some food. Second, it has a bit of a dip which will protect us from the wind a little bit. But anyway, it's very nice here. If it was a regular day, no rain in the forecast, I would definitely want to stay here for a couple of days. It's really nice.